I don't stop eating because I don't enjoy eating. I enjoy it very much, actually. I enjoy ice cream. I enjoy, well, because I don't eat any animal-based products. I eat products made of coconut and soy, and I reduce the amount of soy products. But I have, I'm sure I have. Um, but I'm aware of that. I allow myself to be aware of it. I allow myself to see my deficiencies. I think one of the hardest parts in transitioning, and I think everyone goes through it, or at least many, I shouldn't say everyone, um, is socially. Socially, it's very isolating. So much so that there are times where I must, or at least I feel I must, step back from my transition, from allowing myself to transition to a different level. Because I don't want to do it myself sometimes. It's a selfish need, I believe. And I also enjoy seeing others put down the vast amounts of processed foods, put down the meat and the dairy and so forth, and cheeses and fish and everything. I enjoy seeing people explore that. And sometimes we become bridges for people, depending on our point of life. And if we can allow ourselves to be a bridge for someone to realize, oh, it's possible for me, it's exciting. It's really exciting. I don't know if it's right or wrong. I don't look at that. I look at cause and effect. And if you or if myself, taking a moment to step back a little bit and allow myself to be there in a moment with someone. Physically, you could, and then sometimes you don't. You don't have to. I'm not at that level. I don't believe I'm at that level yet. But when I do, I welcome it. Rejecting someone's behaviors, rejecting them, I found to be a very poor way to reach them, to reach others. I think it's very hurtful. I really do. So what I do is I try to do the best I can to remember what it was like to enjoy those things and share it with them. Mentally, I'll share it with them. I can't eat certain foods and act certain ways, but I'll share my stories of what I felt like, and I'll smile with them, and I'll encourage it. There's a lot of things that bother me. Of course, there are. You know, I don't believe in the cruelty of an animal or towards an animal or anything really for pleasure. I think that's a disturbing behavior. But I can't look at the child or adult and hurt them, for them to see the results of that. I have watched and shown videos, images and so forth of the cruelty towards these animals, and sometimes that helps, sometimes. But what I found that is the most effective so far, and the hardest for me as well sometimes, is to stand by and allow them to create these acts. I mean, and don't look at them in a sight of judgment, but instead a sight of understanding. And in my heart, yeah, it breaks to know they're still consuming products that are hurting them, to know that those products are made from the blood and the sadness of creatures that should not have suffered. I'm aware of it very much, and it hurts me. But I also know that the most effective way that I've seen so far is to allow them a chance by allowing them an opportunity to see me understand them, for them to welcome me into their fold, and for me to share my lifestyle. And through that, I've seen many people put down those behaviors. Living happy, living healthy is a lot more encouraging than living a lifestyle where I'm angry and yelling and have poster boards and constantly criticizing and very negative. I wouldn't want to be that person. I seem like a very unhappy person if I go that route. But if I go the route of enjoyment, of pleasure, of welcoming, of love, I've seen a lot more happen.